This episode of The Couch is proudly supported by Porto Chicken. Fresh, not frozen. Grilled, not fried. Crown and Andrews Board Games. Fun for the whole family. And Scoot Airlines. Get out of here with Scoot.
Hello Australia, welcome to another amazingly big couch, 603, episode 603. Let me tell you who's on today. Duncan Sage, amazing West Australian singer. He's going to be making an appearance today, performing his new song. We talked to Marie Daniels and a couple of the models from RSPCA. There's a fantastic new service, which we'll tell you about. It involves fashion. Don't miss it, they're coming up very soon. We're also talking to the guy who manages the Comedy Lounge, the new one in Perth. His name is John McAllister. We'll talk to him very, very soon. We're also talking to a wonderful charity that looks after women. It's run by women. They're wonderful people. It's called Team WA Homewood. We'll tell you more about that one later as well. The Rockability Group are back in again. They're a charity and they're doing wonderful work. We'll talk to them. We're also talking National Diabetes World Day with our very good CEO of the fantastic organisation, Shel Westland. We'll talk to her very soon. And later on as a treat, we're talking about the brand new Australian movie. It's called Three Summers. We're talking to two of the actors, but one of them you'll know very well. His name is Peter Rosethorn. You'll know him from Kath and Kim. We'll talk to him. And we give you another chance, our final chance, to win 2 tickets to Singapore flying Scoot Airlines on the Dreamliner. Stick around. It's going to be a fantastic opportunity to learn new things and meet new people and maybe win something great. It's The Couch. It starts now.
It's showtime on the couch. It's showtime on the couch. You can see it from your house. You can see it from your house. It's showtime on the couch with Fred and the best in town. Yeah, it's showtime on the couch. Oh.
West Australian musician Duncan Sage is an amazing guy. He's touring all around Australia. Today we are very lucky that he's opening the show. He's got a brand new album which we'll show you later. But here he is. He's actually saved. He's singing I'm Saved. Centre stage. Here he is.
I'm saved by the last train to Frio. I'm saved by the last train to Frio. I'm saved now, I got my lift home, yeah. I'm saved now, I got my lift home, yeah. I'm saved. Now I'm holding you tonight. I'm saved. Now I got you tonight. My faith is to get you alone, oh, yeah. I'm safe now, I'm holding you all night long, yeah. I'm saved. I'm saved from my troubles. I'm saved from my troubles. I'm saved as they crumble. crumble.
Thank you very much to Duncan Sage. Now, if you'd like to get his album, it's out on iTunes, Spotify, all those places online. There it is there. It's I'm Saved is the title of the EP. Duncan Sage, a West Australian, amazing artist. He's travelling around Australia. Do look up his website and do support him because he's doing great things for Western Australia, promoting music. Somebody else that does great things is the RSPCA. With us today is Marie Daniels from the RSPCA. Welcome back.
Hi, thanks. Great to be back.
Nice to have you here. We're doing something a little bit different today.
Completely different, yes.
Tell me about this new fashion project and stores and stuff that you guys are running.
Yes, it's a new project called Reloved Fashion. And so what we're bringing together is people's love of fashion and love of animals and making that into a fundraising project which has really good outcomes. So we're calling it a new breed of fashion.
So when we say reloved, it means clothes that people have either got rid of or don't want, or just they don't fit anymore, the fashion's got out for them. Somebody else can relove those clothes. So how does it work? Do you have stores that people can go to?
Yes, we've got 3 stores and they're all really new. We've got one based in North Perth, one in Fremantle and one in Subi. So really accessible areas. And the stores are very much, our customers that have been coming in give us some interesting feedback because they're very much a fashion store. So they're not your traditional op shop. They're a recycled fashion store. So you can go in there and feel like you're actually in a fashion store.
Male and female, children's wear, adult wear, is it all different?
It's mostly female, predominantly female, because I guess
now.
it's us females who have the habit of shopping, probably more so.
And look stylish.
Yes, but we also have men's wear in there, and that's a growing area too. A lot of men are coming into the store. The issue we find with men is they tend to wear things until they've worn them out.
Yeah, and then that drops off.
Yeah, until it drops off. But there are some really fashion-conscious men out there who are wanting to do this, get into this
So
space.
what's the idea for doing this? Because this is new for the RSPCA, something completely different.
Yeah.
Why do it?
Well, I guess, you know, we've got so many more animals that need rescue and we wanted to look at ways that we could broaden our horizons. And we knew that a lot of our supporters are females, and this is something that, well, I have to put my hand up and confess as well. I've got way too many clothes in my wardrobe, and why not turn them into something that could be useful?
You know, I think it's a wonderful idea, reusing outfits and reselling outfits that people have had them stuck in their wardrobe for years. Yeah. And all they do is end up going into a bag when they get stained, or they end up getting thrown out into a charity bin, whereas this is the perfect opportunity. Give it to Reloved. They relove it, they dry clean, they get it ready for sale. People can go into the shop. Do you know the hours that the shops are open?
Yes, the shops are open normal retail hours. So each store is a little...
Friday?
Yeah, Monday to Friday and Saturday. We do have some Saturday and Sunday trading as well.
Yep.
And look, the clothes that are coming in store, and the point of difference with Reloved is it is like a fashion store. So it's recycled fashion, and the clothes in there are really treasured items, and so we're giving an outlet for people to, you know, you hoard these things in your cupboard because they're too good to give away, or you bought it and you changed your mind and you never returned it. It's still got the tags on. So at Reloved, you can take it into a really nice fashion store, know it's going to be cared for, and someone's going to go in there looking for some quality clothing as well. So it's very much about the quality and the style of the clothes that are going in store.
I really love Reloved, because I think it works beautifully. Today we've brought in a couple of models. We've got Dida and we've got Alex.
That's correct.
Let's have a quick look, and you can maybe talk us through some of this fashion. Now, folks, all these fashionable outfits are all from Reloved. So don't think, oh my God, I can never afford it. Let us talk, and then we'll tell you some more details. Here they are. Shall we have a look at Dida first? She's going to be walking on. Tell us what we're watching here, please, Marie.
Well, Dida went into Reloved actually in Subi for that dress that she's got on there. Incredibly, that's actually an opera jacket.
Wow.
And she's cinched it in at the waist there, you'll see, with a beautiful little belt.
Yep.
Accessorised it there also with beautiful jewellery. She's actually bought that from her home herself, but with some beautiful gold bangles as well. If you notice her little heeled booties there, they're actually Mimco booties.
Really?
And
that's expensive.
Yes, very expensive. And the clutch, actually vintage glow mesh, which which is really, really in at the moment. So by, just rethinking about how this item could be reloved, she's turned this sort of opera jacket by Breathless, a very stylish brand, and made it into a really funky. I would even wear that to Perth
I
Fashion
heard
Festival.
that jacket's around $500.
You are right. You
I'm
know
into
your labels.
fashion,
Yeah.
you know. Can I ask you, that outfit that she was wearing there, Didda, would you get that, roughly, how much would you pay for it at Relove?
At
Or
Reloved,
do
you
you
could get.
barter for it?
No, they do all have prices because that
Okay.
makes it really easy for the customers, and all of them are individually priced.
Mm-hmm.
So those Mimco shoes would retail up around the $300.
I bet it
Yeah,
does.
in Reloved you'll be looking around the $80-$85 for
Oh my
that
God,
pair
that's
of shoes.
a bargain. And
Absolutely.
you know what? A lot of these things are virtually brand new because as soon as you buy something from the shop, you wear it. They're second hand. These are cleaned.
Yes.
They're fantastic, ready to wear.
Yeah, so we're really, really strict on our quality of stock that's going into the store because we want to maintain integrity of the store, that it is recycled fashion. So you're not going to come in and find anything that's damaged or that isn't a really high-end brand or that, might be vintage and cool. So it's definitely all hand-picked.
Now, we loved Didda. Let's have a look at the wonderful Alex as well. Now, she's going to walk in. Tell us what Alex is wearing.
Alex has really funked out this outfit.
Love those colours.
A gorgeous vintage jacket there, coupled with some three-quarter pants by Jackie E. So you're bringing in a current fashion label and vintage label. Gorgeous little backpack. They're really versatile.
Nice shoes.
By Colette, and some blush. Blush is in this season again.
Oh, she missed one of the toenails there when she painted it.
But those heels are just from Bet. So we're bringing in, some mid-range brands, some vintage
the bag
brands, the
too.
Colette bag, and it's something that, you could really, I suppose, with the jacket, dress it up for dinner at night.
I was going to say after 5 dinner, maybe a little bit of a party.
Bit of a party, bit
Maybe
of a
walking on the river, on the beach, on a boat. It looks good.
comfortable wedgie heels there from Bet's. Just for $20, you'll pick those up from at Reloved.
How
And-
good is that? 20 bucks.
$20. So really,
Should look
and
good.
that's the joy of recycled shopping.
Let's we're going to have a look again. Let's look at the ladies together. So we've got Didda and we've got Alex. Here's the outfits again with the ladies. Anything that we left out? The bags as well are available from Relove. So
Absolutely.
you've got accessories as well.
So there's bags, we've got both shoes there, both bags are also from Reloved, accessories, jewellery, bangles, the belts, so there's a really great collection.
They look great. Now, if I was looking at this at home, say, oh, they're out of my price league, can you just confirm to people again, they're not. They're,
No,
they're
no.
bargains. Those outfits that we saw there, all up, if you
We-
had to put a price on them, what would you say they were worth?
You're probably looking at Alex's outfit that you would, shoes, bag and everything, you'd be looking around the $100 to go
That's a
out in that
bargain.
outfit.
That
That's
is a bargain.
It's a really
And
good price.
She looks stunning.
She looks
I think it's
gorgeous.
stunning. Can I ask a question with the outfits as well? Say, for example, someone like Myers or, like you said, Betts. If they've got old stock, what a wonderful organisation to give it to you. You could approach them, or if you're watching someone from those stores, any store. You've got a whole heap of stock that didn't sell last summer. Give it to the RSPCA. It will go to fantastic use.
Absolutely,
And
yes.
I bet you welcome that sort of thing as well.
We do, yes. So we welcome any donations really that are good quality, that are something that we could resell.
And say something like my size would probably be useful too, because you might have larger people, and something like my glamorous jacket, I'd be willing to sell it for $100 or $200 if you're interested.
Absolutely, if you know that that's going to help us save a dog.
I think it's a wonderful idea. Look, can I? You're not a stranger to this as well. I said to Marie when she walked in, "You're wearing a beautiful outfit." Marie said, "Mine is the same." So let's have a look at Marie earlier on. This is one we prepared earlier on, Marie. Look at
You
you.
caught
there.
me off the cuff.
Oh,
Coming
you
in,
look like a
though.
model.
Yeah, it's.
What are you wearing?
Well, this blouse is actually Witchery blouse, and shoes from Nine West, and jeans are
Love
Subi
the
jeans.
I love those jeans.
Really current season. Actually, I have to say I snaffled them off the shelf with the label still on. So someone's obviously bought them, decided they didn't fit anymore,
Look at your
or whatever.
accessories as well.
Yeah, a bit
The
of-
colours are beautiful.
It's amazing that you can go in store and pick something up. So these jeans would retail for close to $200 on
gonna
the
say,
shelf,
yep.
and at Reloved, just $30.
And you know what? People feel special when they wear something new. People feel special when they look good.
Yes.
And I think this is going to go a long way. It's a wonderful idea to raise money for the RSPCA, but I think also it's a wonderful way of making people feel good. Those people who budgets are tight, go into Relove, check out with the people there how much beautiful stock they've got, and buy them because they're going to go very quickly.
And-
Recap. Sorry, was there anything else you want to say?
and the joy is it is a guilt-free shopping spree. I guess sometimes you're sort of thinking, oh, I'd like a bit of retail therapy. Should I? Shouldn't I? The prices are one great thing about Reloved. The quality is another great thing about Reloved. But I suppose that other connection is, you know, when you're buying it, that's actually directly going to help animals who need. So there's that win-win. And much as the animals that come through our shelter are Reloved,
Yep.
you can donate your clothes, know they'll be looked after, Reloved, and you know it really gives you an opportunity also to try something different without the risk of the great expense. Go in and speak to some of the volunteers and the staff in the stores. They're really into their fashion too, and they'll really help
Correct.
you put those pieces together that maybe you weren't sure how to do yourself.
I think you've sold it. Relove, where are they again? Tell us where the 3 stores are.
We've got a store in North Perth,
North Perth,
Subiaco, and Fremantle.
Fremantle, they're the 3 to start with, and I think they're going to be a fantastic success. Get in there before everything runs out. We need you to support them. Just go in and have a look. You may be surprised. You might find something that you've been looking for ages at a great price. Marie, if people want more information, can they find out more from your website?
Absolutely. We do have a website.
Yep.
It's relovedfashion.com.au.
Or you can go to the website for the rspca.asn.au with Marie's lovely face there on screen.
And make sure, actually, you jump onto Instagram. We've got a very active Instagram account. And when things are being donated in store and they're hot off the press and you want to zip in store really quickly, they'll be up on Instagram. And, you know, you snooze, you lose. Get in store and really snaffle those great, really key items that are coming in.
Great idea. Relove Fashion is amazing. RSPCA. Thank you to Dida. Thank you to Alex. They were wonderful models. Thank you to Marie Daniels.
Thank
Good
you,
luck
Fred.
with this project.
Thanks so much.
And we did well with the modelling.
It was
Maybe
off the cuff.
Maybe a new career for Marie. Thank you very much. We'll be back on the other side of this break. Not talking fashion, but we are talking about the Comedy Lounge. Have a bit of a laugh right after this on the couch. See you then. Welcome back to the couch on Foxtel. Thanks for your company. Time to talk a bit of fun and comedy. And the guy who runs, he's the lounge director at the new Comedy Lounge in Perth. There's also one in North Perth, but we're going to talk to him now. It's John McAllister. Thank you very much for coming in today.
Oh, thanks, Fred. Thanks for having me.
Nice to have you here today. Comedy is something that everybody loves, and Perth, we haven't done it all that good, my opinion, but we're getting better. And
Yep.
the Comedy Lounge is opening very soon. Tell me about the Comedy Lounge that you run.
Well, the Comedy Lounge, we've been running for about 15 years at other venues and pubs and places around Perth. But this is our own venue that we basically purpose-built for stand-up comedy.
So in other words, instead of using other people's venues where you've
Yep.
got all the rules and restrictions, you set up your own venue, you run it how you
Exactly.
need to run it,
Yep.
and people can come directly to you.
That's right. I mean, we're still keeping some of our other venues running, you know, because we're happy there and there's good crowds. But we just wanted to see if we can do our own thing. You know, everyone wants to try their own.
Tell me how
venue.
things would differ by having your own venue. What are you hoping to achieve?
Well, we are very. We really love the art of comedy, so we're very fussy about the staff if they're throwing ice around in the middle of a punch line, or, you know, and we've decked the place out with the very best sound system and lighting that money can buy, and made the stage the perfect height, and the furniture's all
Oh,
custom
look, it
built.
sounds fantastic. Where is it going to be located?
It's at 413 Murray Street, so it's the Fast Eddie's end of Murray Street.
Oh, wow, good location for
Yeah.
parking as well.
Perfect.
Easy
yeah,
to get
actually
to.
next to a car park and
City of Perth there.
and just opposite the Laneway Lounge.
So is it has it got a huge capacity compared to the
No.
other lounges?
Not huge capacity. The absolute maximum will be about 250.
That's a good capacity, but
we were to be clear, to seat people comfortably, we want to make it cabaret seating, so it will probably be more like about 150.
So maybe run me through what I can expect. I get my tickets to the comedy show.
Yep.
I come in. Is there going to be tables and chairs,
Yep.
lounges, maybe funky
Yeah.
little lounges?
No lounges at this stage,
No.
but it will be so small tables, round cabaret style tables, and
Can you get a meal or
Yep.
maybe a drink?
not a meal, but snacks.
Snacks is good.
Yeah,
I'm
nothing
happy.
with a knife and fork.
No, well, you know what? It's probably better. But there'll be plenty of snacks.
Yeah.
Drinks as well.
Yeah, nice. We've got our own bar.
Fantastic. And what are the hours? What are you going to be looking at opening?
Initially from Thursday from 5 o'clock until about 10, Fridays from 5 o'clock till midnight, and Saturdays and possibly Sundays from 5 o'clock until 10 and midnight.
John, why is it, and this is only my opinion, I've been to Melbourne. Melbourne is amazing for comedy. Sydney's getting there, I think, as well. They've got a few comedy bars and comedy lounges. Why has Perth taken so long when we've got so many funny people in Perth? And yet, I don't know if the media doesn't promote it. I don't know what it is. I think it's such a great place to go to. I love comedy shows. I mean, I remember going down to the Hyde, I think it was the Hyde Park in the old days, and they had amazing comedy there, and also the Charles has got it. There's a lot of venues around Perth that does comedy, but why has it taken so long for us to have our very own comedy lounge exclusively?
Probably because from a pure economic point of view, it's not a good investment, people might say, because a band that brings people in, they'll be drinking all night and really hammering the drinks like a nightclub. But comedy, they might come in, the average person might have 1 or 2 drinks. So you can't really, commercially, we make more money as a disco or something, as a nightclub.
And that's my point. You need people to, you're putting a lot of money into this. And Perth, you've asked for it. You want your own comedy lounge. You want great comedians. You want a nice glass of wine or a beer or a cool drink. You want some snacks, but they need to support you.
That's right.
What can we expect? Now, you're saying it will open about the 25th, is that right?
Yep.
25th of November?
Yep.
Now, can people go to your website? Will they be able to buy tickets and etc. all from the website?
Everything will generate, everyone goes to the website, comedylounge.com.au, and tickets and everything we purchase through there.
Any big acts that you can maybe tease us with?
The UK cast of Whose Line Is It Anyway, they're going to be our opening
Oh, that's going to be great.
show. So, and then numerous other.
Is it just comedy, or we're going to have music as well over the time?
Mostly comedy, but we have already signed up the Divas All Male Review, so we'll have a drag show every Friday at 10.
Don't look at me that way.
No, but it's a really good show, actually.
I've been interested in the past. But no, look, I think it's wonderful. I really applaud what you're doing. I think
thank you.
As West Australia, you need to get behind our very own comedy lounge. It's opening very soon. You've got no excuses. I hope, John, you may sign up memberships and we can all join up, because I think it's the best way to support local comedy. We've got lots of great comedians. We had a special here on the couch just a few weeks ago. Comedians. Amazing place, Perth. We just need a good venue to coordinate it all.
Yeah, well,
congratulations.
We've got it. Well, thank you.
Best wishes. I can't wait to have you back on the show to talk about some of the acts that are coming up.
Oh, we'll be back.
So we'll look forward to the 25th. We're going to take a break. Coming up after the break, we're going to talk more charity. The Rockability Group at charity is coming in, and we're also talking to the people behind National Diabetes Day, or World Diabetes Day, right after this. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the couch. We're going to continue talking to another great charity. They're called the WA Rockability Group, and they're with Nisha today talking about what they do. Over to you, Nisha.
Thank you, Fred. Yes, delighted to have both Dylan and Chris on the show. Welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks, Nisha.
The WA Rockability Group. Tell me about it. It's launching soon.
Yeah, we're a charity that provides innovative ways for people with and without disability to make music together, and also contribute to live professional recordings. So we are now a charity, and we're really excited for the future. It's going to be really good.
Brilliant. So the WA Rockability Group, what does it offer outside of what was already being offered in Western Australia?
Well, there are some creative services out there, and we like a point of difference to be that we incorporate anybody into our group. We include anybody, no matter what challenges they might be facing. And we really like to apply innovative ways for people to contribute to music groups or recordings. So we like to break down the stigma to disability and really enhance people's abilities to contribute and get involved.
Fantastic. And I understand that Chris is a committee member. What does that involve, Chris?
Well, part of it was Dylan needed someone with a background in sound engineering so he could make recordings. I've got that background. I also needed some experience, so one thing led to another, and all of a sudden I was on the committee.
Okay, so you got roped in.
more or less.
Fantastic. We just saw some brilliant footage there as well of some of the classes. How do the classes run and how do you get involved?
Yeah, well, that was our kids group, and we're not just tailored to kids. It's anybody in any age, and as I said, any challenges people might be facing, or even if you are a musician that wants to give back.
There's some talent there.
Yeah,
Yes.
we've got some great talent, and yeah, we really do again like to break down that stigma to disability, and we really enhance people's abilities. So, if you've got any sort of ambition to be a musician, or who doesn't want to be a rock star, if you want to get on stage or record your own music or whatever it might be, I've got a background in occupational therapy, so that's where I can, think of the abilities rather than the disability.
And look, that was my next question. It's very inspirational to work on such an innovative offering. What was your inspiration initially?
Yeah, well, I am a musician and also an occupational therapist, and
perfect.
whilst I was doing my degree, I thought, how can I combine the two? Because I love performing and I love getting my creative outlet through music, and I love recording and doing all that sort of stuff. But I thought everybody should have that opportunity. And if someone wants to be a rock star or get on stage, again, write a song, play a drum beat, whatever it might be, why should it be just inclusive to people without disability? It should be really everybody. So that's where the two sort of came together.
I just think that's so wonderful that you've done something, for the greater good. You're not just looking at your own career, and you've ventured out, which is fantastic, and roped in some very talented professionals such as Chris as well, who might be getting a job on the show here.
Networking one-on-one.
Hint,
Wonderful.
hint.
So let's talk about the launch, because I understand that it's happening. It's going to be hosted by Tracy Foe, and it's a bit of a sundowner at the Exhibition Centre. Talk us through.
Well, we're going to be showcasing our impact in the community. So we're going to have a 25-minute documentary showcasing what we do. We had a film crew follow us for about a year, and they've put together an awesome piece to describe what we do and how the challenges are overcome, and seeing people perform and contributing to those recordings. So that'll be shown at the start, and we'll also have 4 to 5 inclusive groups performing on the day too. But it's a free event. There'll be a couple of beers, a couple of wines, a bit of food, but it's really about getting people together and becoming more aware about the WA Rockability Group and celebrating what we want to achieve in the future.
Fantastic. So tell our audience how they can find out more about you and get some tickets to the launch as well.
Feel free to have a look through Facebook. It's WA Rockability Group. On there you'll see our contact details, and feel free to send us a message, a Facebook message, an email, whatever it might be, and we can steer you in the right direction to definitely come to the event.
Wonderful. Well, Dylan and Chris, thank you so much for joining us on the show. I'm sure a lot of people will find out more about your event. It's a sundowner, Sunday the 19th of November at the Perth Exhibition and Convention Centre from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. If you've missed any of those details that Dylan kindly ran through, then you can go to thecouch.com.au. Our Facebook page is usually best. But for now, thanks so much, guys. We'll see you in the future, I'm sure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Back to you now, Fred. All inspired.
Thank you very much, Nisha. It's time to give away our last chance on the couch to go to Singapore. We're giving away 2 tickets return on the Dreamliner. There it is there, flying Scoot Airlines. Flyscoot.com for more details and more great locations and destinations. But if you'd like to go free, we're giving you a chance. 2 people. It's called Pick Up the Phone. What we do is we ask you to send me an email with the code word, which is Scoot. You need to send it to scoot@thecouch.com.au. I need your name, your address, your phone number, and you need to send it to us right now. It doesn't matter where you are in Australia or the world. We will fly you if you win. Not the world, of course. Have to be in Australia. That's our world. But what we'll do is we'll ring you. You must pick up the phone within 5 rings. And if you happen to pick up the phone and say the magic words when I ask you to, what's the code word? Of course, it's Scoot. You'll get to fly to Singapore. That's how simple it is. Flying Scoot. Thank you very much to Scoot. So to get your entries in, this is the last 2 tickets that we're giving away for 2017. So thank you to Scoot for doing that. A big surprise, end of the year, we're giving away 1 to Athens for 2 people as well. So it's worth watching The Couch, and we're probably the only TV show in Perth that gives you a pretty good chance of winning anything here in WA and Australia. There you go. Thank you to Scoot. Now, we're going to talk about diabetes research with the lady who knows everything there is to know. Her name is Cheryl Westland. I think I got her name right. She's here on The Couch. Welcome back, Cheryl.
Hi, Fred. Thanks so much for having me back.
I know
great.
I don't want to be tough. I don't want to be that 60 Minutes type reporter. But
Okay.
the question is, why have we not got a cure for diabetes yet, Cheryl?
Love that question. Such a good question.
I know, I thought it was quite good too.
Yeah, no, it's great. look, that's why we're going to have an event. We're going to bring our specialists together. We're going to get everybody there. We're going to have some really good questions, and we're going to, find out why we haven't found a cure, and if we can find a cure, what that might look like.
Now, how are we going to run this event? What are we doing?
Okay, so we're having it at City Farm, which is it's just in East Perth there, which is really fantastic. We've got 4 specialists coming in. They're experts in their field, and that ranges from stem cell research to immunotherapies to technologies. So we're going to really kind of
you've got the
break
people
it
who know
down.
everything about diabetes. You've got a representative from each angle.
That's right. It's each angle,
And if
because
they
there's
don't
so many
know-
different angles.
If they don't know the situation, nobody else will.
That's
You've got
right.
4 people coming in.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
these people are the experts in the field.
That's right.
They're
they
going to be
are.
all in one place, folks. They're going to be at City Farm on the 13th of November 2017. Now, that's here in Perth. Let me give you the details. It's at City Farm Place, East Perth. Now, there's ample parking, so don't stress about getting there late. There's heaps of parking. We just need you to be there. You need to be there at 6 p.m. for a 6:30 start. Now, how long does it run for, the night?
We'll be all wrapped up by about 6 or about 8:30. Sorry.
Oh, so a couple of hours.
And we're going to showcase some of our breakthroughs that we've been able to achieve, from funding. The thing that I think is so important is that it's the elephant in the room. They're frustrated. People talk about it, and also sort of starts to get that the conspiracy theories. So we'll be addressing that. We'll be addressing some of those bits and pieces that somebody's got the cure, but they're not going to share it. So we can, put people's mind at rest over those kinds of things.
Now,
But
this event, is it costing anything for people to come in?
free,
Say it
absolutely
again.
free.
Free?
Free. And we've got, these guys have got so much knowledge, and I'm so privileged to have them to come along.
I reckon we charge everybody that comes. This is why we're not having a cure. We need to charge
That's right.
everybody. But you
Yeah.
know what? On a serious side, we want
Yeah.
people to donate as well, because
We
we've got to
do.
keep the research
We do.
going.
Yeah,
Don't
and
we?
that's one of the biggest problems, is that sometimes if there's people believe
Mm.
that there's a conspiracy, or they think that it's not moving forward fast enough, they start to think, well, someone else should take care of that, or I'm not putting some money in. So we just ask people to really think about it. If we don't do anything, if we don't support research, we stay exactly where we are
Now,
right now.
I'm a diabetic, so I have 100% support for what you're trying to achieve. Diabetes, folks, is one of the worst killers in this lifetime and
Yeah.
into the future. It's one of the biggest illnesses, and it's the most painful illness. I mean, I have sore feet.
Yeah.
I have sore back. I feel ill a lot of the time. And there's so much technology out there, there's so much new medication, but you need the research to be able
That's
to make
right.
it work. And it's really important that people do support this
Yeah.
event. It's not a very long night, it's only a couple of hours. And on that night as well, you'll be showcasing the 2018 grants
That's
as well.
right, we will. We'll be sort of giving out our new grants, which is fantastic. It's why we exist. And I think that what people probably might want to know is that somebody's doing something about diabetes. We all want to know that, is there somebody helping my child? Is there somebody helping me, sort of live a better, longer quality life? And all of the medications, all of the technologies that we've seen so far, that's because of research. That's
Correct.
because somebody believed. And, I believe that we'll find, solutions. I believe we'll find a cure.
Well, you
it's
are
just
the
a matter of
CEO,
time.
And you know what I love about you? You've been there for a long time.
I have. This is my
It's-
21st year.
I was going to say, I didn't want to make you look older than me. Of course you are. But can I just say congratulations.
Thanks,
You
Fred.
know what? Anyone that's passionate about what they
Yeah.
do, it shows. You're there.
I know.
Diabetes Research WA is a West Australian company. This
That's
lady
right.
is a West Australian. All her researchers have got a West Australian background. They're here to support
That's
us.
right.
Hey, imagine if we have a cure that can help thousands and millions of people around the world
millions.
coming from
Yeah.
WA.
Yeah, over 400 million worldwide.
So this is what we want you to do, folks. We want you to come down. It's going to be on the 13th of November. Now, the 14th of November is World Diabetes Day, so it coincides the next day. But on this night, 13th of November, we'd love you to come down to City Farm. It's at City Farm Place in East Perth. It's going to be from 6 p.m. We need you there for a 6:30 start. Runs to about 8:30. It's a pretty quick night. We need you to be there. We're going to be announcing our 2018 grants, and it's going to be a wonderful place. Support Diabetes Research WA. Keep this research going, and keep this lady for 22 years in the job. Thank
Thanks,
you very
Fred.
much. You do an amazing job, and I know you do it with all the help of the West Australians,
Yeah.
and we need people to donate as well, don't
That's right, absolutely. We do.
we? So if people want more information, what's the website?
diabetesresearchwa.com.au,
That
or
website
find us on
again?
all social media.
That website again?
diabetesresearchwa.com.au.
Nearly did it as good as me. There you go. That's Shel Westland. She is the CEO here in WA of Diabetes Research. Thank you very much for coming in.
Thanks so much for having me, Fred.
She does a great job. Please support her. Otherwise, I'm going to keep hounding you. And I'm going to be a diabetic forever. And I'm going to be a pain to everybody. So we'll be back with more pain after the couch, after the break, actually. We're talking about a brand new movie made by Ben Elton. It's called 3 Summers. See you after the break. Well, welcome back to the couch. This is my favourite section of the show, to be quite honest with you. A few days ago, I had the opportunity to go and see a brand new movie. It's called 3 Summers, of course directed by that famous man himself, Ben Elton, who lives in Fremantle now. And I ran into a couple of people while we were enjoying the pizza from the fire truck pizza people, and a few drinks, beer, wine, living it up, to be quite honest with you. Met Ben, took a couple of selfies. This young lady came up to me, folks, and she said to me, "Hello, Fred, you're that hot guy from the TV show." No, she didn't actually say that. She goes, "You're from that TV show, The Couch." Anyway, the truth is, Nicola Bellestri came up to me, and I didn't recognise her because in the movie, she's a really horrible girl, naughty girl to her parents. And I thought, this couldn't possibly be her, but this is her.
Hello.
Nicola Bellestri, welcome to the couch. You're one of the stars from this great movie called 3 Summers. Let's have a look at the trailer, folks, and then you can come back and criticise her with me. Here she is.
Another year, another Westival.
G'day, folks. Welcome to my country.
It's a camping holiday, but with folk music. What's not to love?
Welcome to the Theremin Revolution.
Do you jam?
Do I jam?
How was it for you?
I've never blown up an amplifier before.
Well, that's because you've never played with me.
Jesse's in trouble, and it isn't for staying.
Lovely, lovely.
Cheers.
It's a great little festival.
Too safe. They book dinosaur pub rock bands.
I'm a 26-year-old folk chick, lucky enough to get paid for it.
I'm not going to pretend that pub rock is my scene.
It is not pub rock, it's folk rock.
Folk rock is pub rock.
The punters love it.
Punters loved Hitler.
Wow. I just wanted to go inside and get a drink of water so I don't dehydrate when I'm dead.
Do not make me take you down.
I thought perhaps we might go and see a bit of music later.
Really? That's not like us.
Look at that dance troupe, skipping around naked, covered in paint. Bloody ridiculous.
We're just not exactly an obvious fit.
The best harmonies never are.
Why do I have to be on the end of the line, Henry? Somebody's got to be at the end of the line, Bob. It's the nature of a line that there's somebody on the end of it.
This is Queenie wishing you all a folking good night. It's a joke. Please don't write in.
And it is a folking good movie, can I just say that? Thank you, Magna, for helping me with that. Now, can I tell you, this movie is amazing. It's made right here in the Peel region, Pinjarra to be specific. It's an amazing movie. Let's talk to Nicola. Thank you for coming in tonight.
Thank you for
were
having
amazing
me.
in the movie. You're a very naughty child, but let's talk a little bit about you. Tell me a little bit where you were, where you started your acting, and a little bit of a background about yourself.
I've always loved theatre, like since I was really little. I've been singing and dancing and acting, and I sort of did that quite a lot when I was little. Did lots of musicals, did lots of fun things. It was I was never really that serious about it though. It was always just something that I did on the side. And then when I went to high school, at John Curtin, and it's an art school.
Yeah, that's the School of the Arts.
Yeah, that's School of the Arts. So I'm doing music theatre there, and I was sort of happy just pursuing that and like doing more of a sciencey education, and then.
So you were going to do something that could make you money.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't
I wanted to be a vet because I'm really passionate about animals, and I wanted to go to Murdoch Uni and do veterinary science there. But I had an agent, and my agent contacted me one day and said, "Nicola, you've had a requested audition for 3 Summers, which is Ben Elton's new movie." And I was like,
"Did you knock it back and say I'm busy that day?"
I was, I hadn't been doing auditions. I was really happy with sort of just doing all the musicals in school, very full on. But I was like, you know what, I'm just going to do it. It's like, I knew who Ben Elton was because his kids go to my school as well. So I knew him, and I was like, you know what? I got nothing to lose. I'm not really too busy at the moment, so I auditioned, and straight away I was just in the right place at the right time, and I was felt
You've
so
also
lucky.
done other stuff as well.
Oh yeah,
What's
yeah.
the
I've done
show?
other stuff before. I've done a few short films, and I was on Prank Patrol, and I
Now,
was
Prank Patrol on the ABC.
Yeah.
Now, I believe the person running that, or was it the director that's become quite
Ben
famous?
Young. Yes, he's just done a new Australian film called Hounds of Love, which was actually filmed in WA, and it's a very it's a horror film.
And made here in WA.
Made here in WA, and it has Ashley Cunnings and Stephen Curry.
Oh,
And
wow.
it's an incredible
I think
film.
I did see the shorts of that when we were at the cinema the other night.
Yeah.
Tell me something, Nicola. Is acting something you want to now pursue after
Yes,
doing three
definitely,
summers?
Definitely. I'm really hoping.
A little bit of the goss. What were they all like? Who did you work with closely on?
I worked with the most incredible people. That's like my favourite part about Three Summers is the people that I got to work with, especially Michael Caton and Magda and everyone.
They're legends. I'll tell you now, Michael Caton, I grew up with him from a TV show that you probably never remember, but your mum probably will, The Sullivans.
Yeah.
And your mum's saying, no, I wasn't that old. But no, The Sullivans, and also Packed to the Rafters, and he's been in
And The
so many
Castle.
things. The Castle, one of his famous movies.
He's incredible.
Magda, of course, comedian extraordinaire.
They're both
human
hilarious in
rights
person as
spokesperson.
well. Both hilarious in person.
Were they nice to you?
Yeah, so lovely. That's honestly, if anyone asks what my favourite part about being in Three Summers is, it's the people that I got to work
But
with.
your character
Mhm.
is a bit of a naughty child, isn't she?
Oh yeah.
That's why I
She's a
didn't
rebel.
link the two of you, because when you said I'm the, and then someone said, "Oh, she's in the movie," and I'm like, "Yeah, which one were you again?"
Yeah, I get a lot of that. I get a lot of people going, "Oh, you were in the film?" Yeah, I was the goth. Oh, okay, I see.
How was the goth different to you, or was it a little bit like
It
you'd
was
like
fun.
to be?
It was just I got to just release all my attitude. I just got to have a go and just
Tell us what sort of child you are. What's your character do on the movie?
in the film.
Because I heard you swearing a few times
In
and
the
you
film,
abused your mum.
so Ruby is Michael Caton's granddaughter, and
Mhm.
she's instrumental in his character in his character journey. And she starts off as a typical, 13-year-old girl, just really nice, sweet girl, and then she comes back the second year. Drops the F-bomb, and she's full goth, and she's just completely she completely had an attitude change, and it really comes from that how really teenage angst, and it's just. it
And
was
your
such
mum
fun
was a
makeup.
little bit removed as well. She was always on the phone, wasn't
Yeah,
she?
yeah.
And
She was played by Caroline Brazier. And
You
she's
didn't like her
absolutely
too
incredible.
much, did you, in the movie?
Yeah, no. She was. That was probably where the attitude came from, and it's quite a normal thing for teenagers to go through that. So it was really fun to be able to explore that as well, because I never really went through my own goth phase, but I always thought about it.
Was it hard? Would you, as a 17-year-old now?
I
was it a
think
hard
it was
thing
more
to do?
fun than hard. I just
Right.
got to enjoy it. I just got to enjoy being the character. And
Give me some of the goss, some of the little secret stories maybe that we'll never get to hear except from you. Some things that happened on set that none of it. Tell me the story about when you got sunburned.
Oh, okay. No, the first time I properly spoke to Magda was when I was sitting out of one of the scenes, because we were still filming in the scorching hot sun, and I started getting a little heat rash on my arm because I'm very pale, and that happens to pale people, and that everyone was fanning me and holding umbrellas and fluffing
looking
around to
after
make
you.
sure I was okay, looking after me, being really great. And I went and I sat by Magda, and she was just cracking jokes, and she
What were
was
some of the lines she made?
she said she was making up a story about how I died, and she said, "Here lies Nicola. She died of Ebola. We wrapped her in cola and just came. There's not much you can rhyme with Nicola, but she just kept going on, and it was just hilarious.
Do you reckon you've made lifetime friends from the movie?
Oh yeah, 100%.
There's a young Aboriginal child in there that is
Yeah.
an amazing
Jared
actor.
Maguire.
And I think some of all the characters, and I
Mm.
say to you, the people in the movie are just amazing. There's a cast, if
Mm.
I can find my sheet, because I've got it here.
Mhm.
You probably know them better than me. Do you want to run through some of the actors that are in the movie?
Michael Caton, John Waters, Magda Zavansky, Deborah Mailman, Rebecca Breeds,
Robert
Rob
Sheehan.
Sheehan. Oh, he's incredible.
Who else? We got John Waters.
John Waters, Kelton Pell as well. He's an incredible actor.
Jacqueline McKenzie.
Jacqueline McKenzie.
Peter Rosethorn.
Mhm.
He's a great comedian as
Yeah.
well. And is it Christian Van Vuren? Did I get that right?
Van Vu. I'm not sure.
Bondi hipsters Christian Van Huren
Mhm.
and Nick
Oh, Van
Boscher.
Huren, yep.
There you
And
go.
Nick
Probably-
Boscher, yeah.
It's a little my pronunciation. And of course, Nick Boscher. Now, the movie comes out on the 2nd of November.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's going to lead to another movie maybe down the track?
I'm hoping so.
Has there been
definitely.
any discussion with Ben? Is he wanting to work in other projects?
We've had lots of talk about other little things, there was talk about a musical, Three Summers the musical, or TV show, you know, all up in the air.
You did hear him at the launch. I mean, I wasn't able to pick him up with my secret microphone, but he did sort of hint that there would be other things, other topics. Here he is at the, of course, at the Signet Cinema in Como, where we did the launch. He was an amazing man. Now, for you, was he a great mentor and a nice person all around?
Definitely. I'm like, my first feature film, it was just the most incredible. He was probably the most incredible director, because he was just so inclusive of everyone. Like, all of the extras, we had up to 1,000 extras at one point in this huge circus tent that we were filming in, and he was just accommodating them. And obviously filming, you're waiting around for hours and hours, and he was giving us live free comedy shows like the entire time, and it was really, really encouraging for me as a young actress, and you know, just becoming into the industry. You're not really sure whether you're like, oh, am I doing it right? Is it okay? And really, really reassuring and really helpful to for my own, you
Wonderful. Know. He's a fantastic West Australian. Just for those people who haven't sort of seen the trailer or understood the movie, give us a brief synopsis of the movie. What's it about?
So Three Summers is basically Australia in a tent as Queenie, played by Magda likes to call it. And it's a bunch of different Australian stories that all intertwine and evolve over these three years.
There's a lot of messages there, isn't there?
Yeah, and it touches base on racial prejudice issues and
boat people.
The boat people,
Aboriginal versus Australians.
My character Ruby, she has a little connection with a boy played by Maid Jane. His name in the film is Jafar, and
you sort of fall in love, don't you?
Yeah, we sort of fall in love at the end, and he's an Afghani refugee, and his story is quite sad in the film.
Look, I think the movie is amazing. It's a lot of laughs. It's about a place called Westival. It follows the 3 years, the three summers, hence the name. We won't tell you too much. We want you to go and watch it at all fantastic cinemas, of course. It comes out the 2nd November. Nicola, where to from here? Have you had a whole heap of offers yet? Because it will come.
Well, I'm starting year 12, so you know.
That's a great offer.
I've been really busy but you know, I'm open to everything. And
so, would you rather do year 12 or work on Neighbours?
I'd rather work on Neighbours.
So would I. Actually, I would take Neighbours over year 12, but you need to be grounded. And
yeah,
you need
and
to
I'm
finish
really obviously I really have to try.
Is that where you'd like to be? Like, would you like to do a TV show like Neighbours, Home and Away?
Definitely.
Or would you like to do presenting? Where can you see your future? Where would you like to be? Say in 5 years' time.
I see my future hopefully anywhere in the film industry. I'm not the kind of person that will stay one thing and stick to it. I like to just go with the flow, and like whatever opportunity presents itself, I'm going to throw myself at it.
You are a very talented young lady. You're an incredibly good spokesperson. I can see you do presenting on the couch very, very soon, I think, in the new year. We'll give you a bit of time to sign autographs, etc. Thank you for coming in today. Can I just finally maybe look at camera one and give these young people like yourself, younger than you, tell them why they need to push with their passion and live their dream?
Honestly, it's the best thing that you can do is just to put yourself out there. And if you like me, and if you want to keep pursuing acting or anything that you want to do, you need to put yourself out there. Get yourself an agent. Get yourself into small things that are unpaid. Obviously, you know, just theatre. Theatre is great to help you out, and just put yourself out there, because opportunities arise. You meet so many people that have connections and have all these different things. In putting yourself out there is the best thing that you can do. Is just doing things that are in the industry.
Well done.
You know?
Nicola, can you hold that poster for me and that CD? I'm just testing you out for home shopping. And that one there as well. Let's see how that looks. And I'll do the voiceover. How would you like to win this amazing poster signed by the cast, plus the CD of the soundtrack to Three Summers, and a double pass to go and see the movie when it comes out on the 2nd of November? You're supposed to stay on, Nicola. Well, if you'd like to win, all you have to do is put on an SMS the words 3, where it's on screen right now, 3 Summers. You see how it's spelt with the number 3 Summers. Send your answer to 0439 929 929. Please supply your name and address, and of course your BSB number, so we can take your money. No, just your SMS 0439 99 99. We are giving away 3 lucky people the poster, the CD, and the ticket. Of course, there'll only be one left because Nicola is taking one and I'm taking the other. But there you go. You did that really well. Thank you very much to Nicola. If you'd like to win those, they're exclusive. You won't get them anywhere else, and we'd love to give them to you. That is it for the show. Thank you, Nicola, for being here.
Thank you so much.
Would
for
you like
having
to
me.
come back and do some TV with us?
I would love to.
Well, it depends how nice you are to us, I guess.
Exactly.
Well done. You're an inspiration to West Australians. You're an amazing actress, and we love having you here.
Thank
and
you
our
so
floor
much.
managers told me, shut up and end the show. So tell me to shut up, because I know you know how to do it.
Shut up!
She did the same. She didn't call me a bitch like she did to her mum. We need to go. Thank you for closing the show for us, and I'll leave very quickly now. We're going to end with the Duncan Sage, of course, who was on the show earlier on. He's got a brand new mashed up song. It's called Streets of Your Town, which is our town, Perth. Perfect with Nicola. See you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Don't the sun look good today? But the rain, it's on its way. Watch the butcher shine his knives, and this town is full of battered wives. Up and down through the streets of your town. Every day I make my way through the streets of your town. Ooh, baby, feel right. The music sounds better with you. Together feels so good. Feel right. The music sounds better with you. Love might to bring us back together. The way you walk, the way you understand me, the way you move, the way you just whisper me, the way you touch, the way you used to kiss me. I want you just the way you are. Do the day, do the day, do the day, do the day. Oh, baby. Feel right, the music sounds better with you. Love might to bring us back to it feels so good. Feel right, the music sounds better with you. Love might to bring us back together, round and round, up and down, through the streets of your town. Every day I make my way through the streets of your town. Do the day, 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 do the through the streets of your town. Every day I make my way through the streets of your town.
This This episode of The Couch is proudly supported by Oporto Chicken. Fresh, not frozen. Grilled, not fried. Crown and Andrews Board Games. Fun for the whole family. And Scoot Airlines. Get out of here with Scoot.